Okay, today I'm going to show you about I use the loongson 3A4000 Chinese CPU and Chinese OS UOS to run the Python and pygame with a little game which is from the GitHub source code. Now let me show you where I encountered that game. Here is the github.com here. Pygame Space Invaders Pygame. So if you go to the GitHub here, the website here, it is open source for everyone. So you can download the codes there, the open source codes there, and after downloading it, you can go to the see this. There is background picture and enemy and bonnet and player, the spaceship, and some kind of sound and background music. So, and the main.py is the Python source code over there. So that's it. Okay, when you look at the source code, because this computer is the loongson 3A4000, and I couldn't find some libraries and dependencies for the PyCharm, so I used the Spider, this Python IDE instead. So it is very good as well, comparing to PyCharm, and I use it very well. And prior to that, in order to execute the pygame, you have to go to the terminal or somewhere. You have to download the Python 3 pygame libraries first. Otherwise, you cannot import the pygame here. If you don't have the pygame libraries, you cannot execute it. You just can execute the Python file in Python something. So in order to run this game, you have to import the math and the random, because the enemy movement, the enemy's movement is random. So you have to import that random, and after that you also need to import the pygame. So I have downloaded the pygame, so I can import it. So here is the pygame imported, and the screen 800 times 600, and the background picture here, the background picture. Yeah, I use this. So resolution here, and with this hashtag, which means that the is the explanations only, the letters on the inside this book, inside the script won't affect and won't be executed. Only this kind of coding will be executed. This is just the notes and explanation. And mixer, the background music here, and the captions and those kind of pictures. And here is the the XY IO, the axle, and those kind of things like this, and for loop. Yeah, in order to maintain the screen, you have to loop it, for loop or while loop. Otherwise, when you execute the game, the window, the game's window open, executed one time, and it immediately closes, because there is no looping, and it closes immediately. So you have to loop it. Many game or something, you have to have the looping while or for loop in order to make it stay there. So here's the bonnet, and those kind of things, and the color, and here's the RGB, the red, green, black. So 0, 255, 255, which means that this the blue color 255, 255, 255 is like black color. I remember, maybe I forgot, maybe, I don't know. Let's check it out. And this is the font, the score, the font, the game over font, and the player, and then those kind of things like this fire and global. This is kind of things like the have to make it there. And collision is that there is a formula to when two things crossing together and then hit each other, bump each other going through. So one thing to one thing crash, and you need to use this kind of formula to make it appear and to take action. So if this distance lower than that 27, return true or else false. So if this this distance, so this is a distance lower than this distance, then return true. So if collision and true, and there will be another function doing after collision, so they will stop or restart or whatever. So this functions like this, and true, running true while running. This while loop is showing the those kind of background, this if and pygame, and enemy here also make a collisions, and for loop for the enemies, for random, you can see the random respawn for the enemies, and bullet here, fire here showing that repeat again, and left and right to move the X axle. X here is the left, right, and Y is the up and down the axle. Okay, that's it. Let's run again, one time. Yeah, the color 0255 is the blue color. Hit 3, 4. You can see they are moving. Left, right. They are moving randomly. Oh, game over. That's it. That's the game. Of course, it may be some problems. That's the game. I'm sorry, Wu. And yeah, this is the loongson UOS Chinese OS Chinese UOS with the loongson 3A4000 running at 1.95 gigahertz, 16 gig RAM for this Linux loongson UOS Chinese OS. Okay, running that with this pygame. Okay, source code here. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.